Well, the original thought with this design was to have some red brick paving under the covered patio, but the client wants sandstone paving through the whole area, which I think is sensible. We've drawn a polyline around the area of interest, and it's not a filled polyline. It is closed, however, and what we now want to do is to try and indicate the colour of the paving through there. And if I've got a screen grab here of a paver that's available from our supplier, and we'd like to get a colour that's somewhat similar to it. Well, if I switch to our trusty Airfan View, the editor now, let me do that. It's possible in the Airfan View to get a mix of red, green and blue. So I can get the RGB values. If you look at the top of the screen, it's currently sitting at 160, 148, 126. So let me just minimize that and come back here. So if we pick the polyline, and when we go up here, we can go to color. If we select color, true color, we can actually type those values in. You don't have to go as deep as there. You can do it immediately here. So let's try 151 for red, 140 for green and 120, and hit enter, and we can OK that. There's the colour. Now I'm going to apply a fill to it. I'm also going to go to Tools and Draw Order and send it to the back. So there we have our sandstone colouring looking much like this particular sandstone paver. Now I find that colour from that paver quite dark, but that may be what the client is after. You can do a very quick reduction in that colour if you want by changing the transparency. Maybe if we went to 150 and unselect all, we get a lighter colour, but it's clearly gone away from that one. So let me pick it again and go back to 255, and we'll assume that the client wants that particular colour, so we can delete. So we now have some hatching. We can't apply any sort of coloration and fill. We can't fill hatching other than by using solid hatching. So that's a way of giving the client some view of what the paving may well look like. And it may well be that shown a reasonable sort of colour like that, you may say go back to the supplier and get a sandier, a lighter colour paver. So it's an iterative process when you are working with your client.